In the endless grasslands of Central Asia, where winter winds cut like blades and survival belonged only to the strongest, a child was born who would change the course of human history forever. His name was Temujin. The world would later know him as Chinggis Khan, a conqueror, a warrior, a ruler feared across continent. But his journey did not begin with power, it began with loss. We will discuss the full story of the Genghis Khan in some chapter. So let's begin. Chapter number 1. The Boy of Steppes. Temujin was born around the year 1162 among the nomadic tribes of Mongolia. His father was a tribal chief, but when Temujin was still a child, his father was poisoned by enemies. Overnight, his family was abandoned. They were left to starve on the cold Mongolian steppes. The young boy hunted rats, gathered roots, and fought simply to survive. Hunger became his teacher. Hardship became his weapon. But even as a child, Temujin possessed something rare, an unbreakable will. In a land divided by endless tribal war, he dreamed of something impossible. Chapter number 2. Rise of a Warrior. The Mongolian tribes were brutal rivals. Betrayal was common. Loyalty was bought with fear. Temujin rose slowly through courage, intelligence, and ruthless determination. He defeated enemies not only with strength but with strategy. He rewarded loyalty regardless of a family or tribe. A shepherd could become a general. A poor warrior could rise to power. This was revolutionary in the medieval world. But the year 1206, after a year of warfare, Temujin united the Mongol tribe under one banner. At a grand tribal gathering known as the Cruelty, he received a new title, the Genghis Khan, meaning universal ruler. And from the moment, history changed forever. Chapter number 3. The Storm from the East. Genghis Khan built an army unlike the world had ever seen. His warrior moved with terrifying speed across deserts, mountains, and frozen plains. Every soldier was a master horseman and deadly archer. The Mongol could travel over 100 kilometers in a single day. Empire that once believed themselves invincible suddenly trembled in fear. First came northern China, then Central Asia, then mighty Mongol Empire. Cities that resisted were destroyed. Entire armies vanished beneath Mongol cavalry charges. Smoke rose across Asia as the Mongol Empire expanded faster than any empire in the history. To his enemy, Genghis Khan seemed unstoppable, a punishment sent by heaven itself. Chapter number 4. Fear and Genius. But Genghis Khan was more than a destroyer. He was also a brilliant organizer. He created strict military discipline. He improved communication across massive distance using mounted messenger network. He protected trade routes that later became part of the Silk Road. Under Mongol rule, merchants, scholars, and travelers crossed continent more safely than before. Religious freedom was allowed in many regions. Skilled craftsmen and educated people were often spared and brought into the empire. His method was ruthless, yet his vision was extraordinary. He understood that fear could conquer land, but orders could build an empire. Chapter number 5. The Final Campaign. Even in his 60s, Genghis Khan continued leading campaign personally. He pushed his armies further west and deeper into Asia. Then, in 1227, during a military campaign again in the western Xia kingdom, a great conqueror died. The exact cause of his death remains one of the history mysteries. Some say illness, some say injury, others whisper legends. His burial place has never been confirmed, hidden somewhere in the west Mongolian wilderness. The tomb of Genghis Khan remains. Some say illness, some say injury, others whisper legends. His burial place had never been confirmed, hidden somewhere in the vast Mongolian wilderness. The tomb of Genghis Khan remained lost in the history. Legacy of the conqueror. By the time of his death, Genghis Khan had created the foundation of the largest connected land empire that world had ever seen. His descendants will continue expanding it across Asia, the Middle East, and Europe. For some, he was a monster who brought destruction and death. For others, he was a visionary leader who reshaped the world. but whatever remembered with fear, admiration, or awe. One truth remained undeniable. From the lonely steppes of Mongolia rose a man whose name will echo across centuries. Chinggis Khan, the ruler who turned horsemen into an empire and changed history forever.